Alright guys, today we'll begin our Git Basics tutorials, and before I conclude, I must mention that there are three parts in Git. The first part is the working directory, which for instance, it could be Angular phone cat here with these documents here, or these codes, sorry. Um, well, the first part is the working directory where you could create, edit, delete, and organize your files in whatever perspective you want to do it. And the second part is the staging area, where it brings changes into the staging area. Like you just want to add files to the staging area, right? And the third part is the repository where you commit and store changes as different versions of the project, right? Like version 1, version 2, version 3. So in all, there are three parts of Git, which is the working directory, the physical directory like this, and the second one is the staging area where you can't see. You only could add the files to the staging area, that is, and you could see the difference between the staging area and the commit, or the working directory and the commit repository. All right, so with that being said, let me get in depth with the Git basics tutorial. So first of all, I have this PHP script here. I am gonna create a new folder called PHP, and I'm gonna store this folder here, this file here in this folder. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous. Anyways, so for those who are wondering what is in the PHP file, I'm gonna go straight ahead with it now. I'm gonna open my terminal. I will be using Nano Text Editor to edit my text for now. Doesn't need to be fancy for now because we're not dealing with any projects concerning Microsoft or Apple or probably a Linux project. Anyways, with all due respect, let me start. So I'm gonna go to my desktop into my PHP folder, and I'm gonna list grid nano push PHP, and as you can see, it's just a push notification file that I took from my GTI application scripts. Anyways, so the first thing of all you need to understand about Git is how to initialize a Git repository or a new Git repository. So to do this, you type git init, right, to initialize a new Git repository. So from this, if you want to see the status, you could type git status, and you'll see that there is a file in the git in the initialization file, in the initialization folder, and it's push.php. When we add this to the staging repository, right, you can either add it like this way, or you could just type star for everything, right? So I prefer this because I work in a lot of projects as well. So yep, this is it. And if you use git status now, you'll see that a new file push.php has been initial commit to the staging repository, right, or the staging area. Now from this we could commit our file, or probably we could just make some changes, and I could show you something called git different or git diff, right? So I could just type comment something something. I think it's like this. I can't remember actually. I'm not Superman to remember everything, but let's try it. Yeah, as you can see, I add, and there is a demo, there is a there it is displaying that I added a new line of code. Anyways, with that being said, you could see the different files that you add to you can see the different changes that has been made from the working directory to the staging area. So apart from this, we could go into commit our repository, and the hyphen m is for a message, and I will type my PHP script for push notifications. It could be whatever message you want, but this is how you commit to a commit repository, or a repository, which permanently stores changes as different versions of the project, right? click enter, you'll see this here: one file change, 29 insertions and insertions and whatever. And it's a create mode 10 100 blah blah blah. And that's how you commit. And one more thing, to see your logs about the when you commit, you could actually see what commit you have made. So git log, and you will see that we have just made a commit. Now this here is the basics of Git, and I thank you for watching. I hope this session has been informative for you, and goodbye until